Sonic, the heart of your system.
What's up everybody, my name's Andy and welcome to Kit Guru. So today we're looking at the Elgato HD60 S Plus capture card. So what is it? So first of all, capture card is a card that you use to externally record into your PC. So this can be used for PCs, consoles, or even cameras. Now this is aimed at live streamers, content creators, so it's great for YouTube, getting game footage as I mentioned, or recording clean HDMI signal from your camera straight to your PC's hard drive. Now this is especially good for people natively gaming above 1080p while streaming at 1080p or less, because you can still game at your higher resolution due to the new 4K pass-through option, which wasn't found on the HD60 S. First of all, you need to ensure that your PC specs are compatible. So you do need a 4th generation i5 or newer, a GTX 10 series card or better, 4 GB of RAM, and a USB 3.0 port on your motherboard. So it's not recommended to use this into a USB extension dongle because this minimizes bandwidth transfer and often it can make it choppy or it might not even work at all. So you also need Windows 10 64-bit or Mac OS 10.13 or newer. Now this is directly replacing the HD60 S, which retailed at $159.99, whereas the S Plus that we're looking at today is £30 more at $189.99. So is it worth the extra cost? Let's find out. So we've got a 1080p 60fps HDR10 compatible recording. HDR is high dynamic range, so you get deeper blacks and brighter highlights. Now HDR is only available on Windows 10 for recording. Now the card actually downscales 4K 60 input into 1080p. So if you're playing from a PlayStation 4 or something like that, it's going to downscale that footage. Now this also offers 10-bit video depth, which has a total of 1 billion colors, so you get a much clearer captured image. It also supports Rec 2020, which represents 75% of colors that the human eye can see, as opposed to the 35% of colors that a limited range input can capture. So you get 4K 60 HDR10 pass-through with 0 latency. You get an instant game view. You've got unlimited capture, depending on your hard drive space, of course. You've got flashback recording. So if you're not actually recording, it's always recording a set amount in the background. So you can pull that back and hit record, even if you've missed it. You've got live commentary mode, and also the card is compatible with all broadcasting software like OBS, XSplit, things like that. But in the small print, it says 4K capture. It says 2160p 60 pass-through, but also 2160p 30 FPS capture. Now, why isn't this featured on the front of the box? Because this would be ideal for recording 4K footage at 24 frames per second or 25 frames per second directly from a digital SLR or a mirrorless camera. The portability of this external capture card via USB 3.0 really opens up huge doors for video work. If you've got a camera, a laptop, the HD60 S Plus, it's a very minimal setup and it would be great for traveling video recorders. So jumping in with the dimensions, we've got 11.2 centimeters in length, 7.5 centimeters wide, and a depth of 1.9 centimeters. And it's the exact same shell as its predecessor, so the HD60 S. It's exactly the same, only slightly different in weight. So the weight is 115 grams, whereas the old version was 106. It's got a nice matte finish and it's got that sort of pebble design, and I think this really complements your desk setup well. So because it's external, it's going to be sat on the side somewhere, and it's quite a nice looking card. It's not a big hulking great big thing that's going to get in the way. So it features one HDMI in, one HDMI out, and a USB-C to USB 3.0. So the lead is included as well, and that's to connect it to your computer. But keep in mind, for 4K pass-through, you will need two HDMI 2.0 cables that are capable of 4K. Any older HDMI leads won't be able to do this, and it may not work. Now, the only downside here is that it only comes with one HDMI 2.0 in the box. So installation is super easy. Plug your console, PC, or whatever you're playing into the HDMI in, and then take the HDMI out and plug that directly into your TV or monitor, something that you'll be gaming on. Then use the included USB-C to USB 3.0 cable, plug the USB-C into the HD60, and then plug the USB 3.0 into your PC or laptop or whatever you're using to stream with. So software wise, it does work with all streaming or recording software like I mentioned earlier, such as OBS Studio, Streamlabs OBS, XSplit, just to name a few. They recommend that you download the 4K capture utility by Elgato from their website for PC, or it's recommended the standard game capture utility from Mac operating systems. The Game Capture 4K is very simple software. It works effectively and it does detect instantly unless you're using multiple Elgato cards. So that might be why it doesn't show up. So if you're having that issue, go to settings, use the drop-down menu to select the HD60 S Plus. Now the 4K capture utility does offer a range of features. As mentioned earlier as well, the flashback recording setting, which is always recording in the background, and you can set the duration of this because obviously it's going to take up some hard drive space as well, but you can set this in the settings. So there's a slider and you can slide it straight back and record that bit that you may have missed even if you weren't recording earlier. Now you also find the video library and you can organize your clips here. It's really easy to do, but personally I prefer to use OBS Studio because this is much easier to use and sort of more features available for people that are going to be streaming like myself. Open OBS and head to your Sources tab. Click Add and select Video Capture Device, and then give the name something like HD60 S Plus, or maybe the games console that you're going to be using there to input the visuals. In the device drop down, select Game Capture HD60 S Plus Video and then click OK. So within that properties window, there are a few more advanced settings which you may want to have a look at in the future. And you can sort of fine tune your input settings there, which is again a nice feature. Now just a quick one, I tested this with the PS4 Pro, but I was finding some issues. So this is a little bit of troubleshooting for you. So if you're using the PS4 or a PS4 Pro and the HD60 S Plus is just flashing red lights indicating no signal, disconnect your HD60 S Plus from your PC and your PS4, then go to the PS4 settings, find System Settings, scroll down until you find Enable HDCP and make sure this is unchecked. Now reconnect your HD60 S Plus to your computer and to your PS4 and then go to your software of choice and it works. So in conclusion, this is an excellent upgrade from the HD60S and I think it really does justify that increased £30 price tag. I can't believe it can do 4K 30 FPS. I really don't understand why they haven't put that anywhere larger than the sort of small print in the back. But you know, I can see that they might not want to take away from the 4K 60 Pro, which is a great option, but it is an internal recorder. So, you know, it goes inside your computer. So if you haven't watched my review on that yet, go to the Kit Guru YouTube channel and you'll be able to find it there. But for somebody that records video, I think the HD60 S Plus is a really good option because I could use this with my laptop and it would save a lot of hassle. But for streamers or gameplay recorders that use console, I think you should check this out. Now looking at the actual device itself, the pro is that it's small, light, portable, and it looks okay like on your setup, on your desk as well. And it's a perfect choice for streamers that are going to be using the console. The fact that you've got HDR 10 and 10-bit recording for better image quality is really, really good there. So the 4K capture utility is great for recording footage, and the ability to use your broadcasting software or recording software of your choice is also, you know, a massive positive as well. The cons here, you're only looking at one HDMI 2.0 lead. So the odds are you've probably got another one anyway. If you've got a PlayStation 4 Pro or something like that, you probably have one, but it doesn't come with two. So the 4K capture utility is basic for streamers, but again, it's not a huge con since you can use this with other software. So the 4K capture utility I'd recommend to use for recording your gameplay, but maybe not for actually streaming. For that, I would probably recommend OBS Studio. So if you've enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up, make sure you subscribe and ring the bell. If you'd like to check out our merchandise, you can find that just down below as well. And if you're into tech, then make sure you check our website daily because there's always new stuff going on there. So I've been Andy, this is Kit Guru, and we'll see you in the next one. So see you later, guys.